to see how they cannot be useful, turning their brain drain of thought into brain drain of usefulness in their various communities. So these are the positive reasons why you should tell the market women, the landlords, the traders, the keke napep riders, Okada, everybody, that this is the final and the last lap for you to deliver your destiny from the hands of the oppressor that has caged your market profits, caged your movement, caged your business, caged your destiny. That this is the time to finally retire. And so you are coming out to fight for the last and for final finishing of this evil hand that has been in Lagos for years. Then finally, our appeal to my Yoruba brothers. We always have what they call in peace and conflict, win-win situation. Let us have peace, not win-loss, not destruction and loss of life. Please, love is the greatest. It is not who starts fights that shows that is strongest. It might be surprising that the second person that will start it might even do beyond, and it might be more than you. And at the end of the day, both parties will lose life and property. Then what do you gain? You will not say fall back to peace, because peace is the ultimate. Stop attacking your own Southwest brothers as a whole, South as a whole. The Igbos are married to you. You are married to the Igbos. Every day, past Saturdays, we go out for weddings. We chop and wine and dine. Why will you be killing one another, oppressing one another because of his own political will and choice of who you want to vote for? Above all, if you are more clever as a politician, if you feel that the Igbo have a block mind of how they vote for a competent candidate, then treat them with love and care. Show them love. Treat them nice so that each periodic election, you will win them over without stress. That is how to win a candidate. Not keep killing and keep intimidating every year, and you expect those people to still to vote according to your dictate. It will not work. You are giving somebody iron hand, the same time you are controlling on what to do. It is wickedness. Whatever has beginning, always have end. He that always seek for peace is not foolish. Remember, the Lord said, he that want peace must always seek for war, because they work hand in hand. Don't provoke and incite violence by physically attacking people's livelihood. It is painful. Igbo business you see in small shop worth over 20, 30 millions of those paper, those things you see that you think are rubbish in those shops. You are burning them. It is painful. It is not easy to recover. These are the things that push people into different kind of crimes and anger and reprisal things, that tomorrow they will say people are inciting violence. No, you are the one pushing the person to talk. You are the one oppressing the person to cry out. And yet you will say you should not cry out. It's bad. The Nigerian police and government, please allow peace to reign. Go in and investigate and restore peace for these people. The Igbo people are loving people. They always mind their business and do their business. They never force anybody. Please help us. Let's save our motherland. Unity, progress, oneness is what we believe and what we stand for. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, Glory, let's have you then come to us there. Then go to Nema, please.
I beg, because me, I was even saying, if you know, now come on, I'm supposed to be on air in the next 30 minutes. When I they laugh, I got work what they do. I go tell people how to be sweetheart and honey pies. Someone was saying something about us being go alone, be alone. See, you can't be alone. Can we stop lying to ourselves? If you can be alone, why is a man looking for Toto to fuck? If you can be alone, why are you looking for companion? Be alone now, not forever. Stay on your own. If you want to be alone, be alone. Still, stop lying to yourself. You can't stay alone. Nobody can stay alone. If you can stay alone, why are you looking for a man to go and caress every night, to be fondling your breast and fingering you and fucking you? Why don't you just stay on your own like that and be a virgin till Jesus Christ come and go? Let us be totally honest and truthful with ourselves. Me, I like my Yoruba husband. The man, they really touch me. I can't, man. Let's stop lying and whining ourselves. We come on spaces and we start giving ourselves preambles. If you want to be alone, why are you abroad? Why did you travel out? Why didn't you just stay in Nigeria with us? Why did you have to leave the country? You are in another man's land. See, Now those ones say where they say let's be alone, where they another man land, now their own they pain me pass. If you know you want to be alone, why did you go to another man's land and be doing yes sir to a white man, to a fucking white man? And then you come here and you want to be playing, I want let's be alone. Now no call your just jump on that scene. Let me hear a word. Look, you see this thing where they do. If you go look at these people, they do this thing. I said this thing earlier on. I'm still going to say it again. The rich do not give a fuck about tribalism. When you see rich man, they talk. They know whether you be Igbo or you be Hausa. The thing is, how do we make money? See, if you go and look at all these people talking all this hogwash bullshit and all this trash, you'll see say they don't get shishi for accounts. Now 5,000 where they give them, and they do all this. Go and get a job. Go and get a life. Go and work. I'm talking business. I'm talking to Hausa. I'm talking to Yoruba. I'm thinking of how my account will be breathing millions so that I can buy Imperfect a Rolls Royce for his wedding. That's what I'm thinking. That's what my mind is blazing. And you are here listening to 2 naira people that don't even have 1 naira in their account. They can't afford to drink pure water. And they come and tell you, fight the Igbo. You too, you go, they fight the Igbo. You know, all of them be idiot. If it was that simple, why is Sheyi Tinubu married to an Igbo woman? Why is he married to an Igbo woman? Why did they use that as a campaign slogan to be telling you, say he is married to Igbo, so this, and then he even went to Anambra and said he got himself a title or whatever he got himself. Why are they using? Desmond Elliot is not even a Yoruba person. Desmond is from Delta. And then he's running for his 3rd term in the National Assembly. So if GLV was an APC guy, nobody go talk shit. Like nobody will say crap. Can you see how these people are using us to be doing some assorted chicken? And they are here with me in Abuja. They are here drinking champagne, popping 1 million, 2 million champagne. You never see one champagne pop, but then they pop them. And you allow them deceive you and mumu you and mesmerize you. You don't understand that all these things is because of their selfish desire. They will see, somebody was talking about it. Do you know that even Egypt, yeah, I can tell you authoritatively, most of them don't go get Egypt citizenship for their children. You wait till you get which citizenship you get. They've gone to get Egypt though, and not say Egypt here for their children. When they were doing this thing, how many of them children they around? All of them, their children were abroad since October last year. All their children, they moved all their kids and their family abroad. Now me and you they here. See, if you've not realized that this is about you and not them, whatever they are doing is to break your willpower and to break your power. I keep saying this. In my family, we've employed 40 Yoruba people in our schools in Enugu. We're taking care of their kids. We're not like that. These people that are doing this thing want to fuck you up and fuck your brains up. And the only way they can fuck you up is go and pay 2 naira people to be messing up. Because if those boys, and that's what GRV wants to do for those boys, if those boys have a job to do, they won't be fucking up like this. They won't be doing all this nonsense they are doing. And for that child that said Nigerian does not understand, blah, 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 let me tell you, that child is a child. My grandmother bought our land that she built a house she bought it in 1973 in Lagos. She bought it from a Yoruba man. She didn't buy it from a TV man. She bought it from a Yoruba man and built our house in it. And the house is still there since 1974 till now. Anytime we go to Lagos, now that house we go, whether we like them. I grew up in Lagos. I married a very fine Yoruba man, you know. So what are we saying? Like someone said, say here, every time we go to marry different people. In fact, next week, Saturday, for Abuja, a Yoruba man is taking my Anambra sister. So Imperfect, I support you. All the Yoruba men now, you need to be paying bride price every year. You can't be taking us and not pay bride price. And then you allow your people be doing anyhow. No, Imperfect. Pastor go pay bride price. Whether it be pastor or no, I don't care, man. You're going to bill him. He's going to pay another bride price. Because look at me. I'm a sexy mama. Yeah, you understand? I bet I go find money. All ego is important. And happy International Women's Day to all the amazing queens in the house. I love you all. Keep being the women that you are. Keep being great women. And remember, you are queens and nobody should take away your crown. Imperfect. That man must pay money.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Tell her how many dollars you go collect.
Thank you so much.
You go collect.
All right, thank you so much, Odogo. Thank you so much. Well, I agree. Pastor is treating you very well. You know.
You don't see, go check my picture. My front, you can put everywhere is coming out. Pop, pop, pop.
No, he's a man of God. He's a man of God. And he doesn't have any political. Now this them Joe Biden and them Olu, all of them, we get particular.
Hey, perfect, I beg. The next time you go bring that fucker here again, I go draw and block us. If you know.
Thank you, Wayagulere. Your pastor's wife, Biko. I beg. Your pastor's wife. Your pastor, Biko. Thank you. Thank you so much. Nze, make we hear from you, then we'll go to Nima.
Good afternoon, everybody. Impa, how you doing?
I do. I beg. Add volume for your voice. I beg.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. You know, say one thing where they bother me, where they give me big concern about we be Nigerians be say. I don't know why some people, even at their adult age, go still they lie to themselves. This our brother Saddam. I think say he go still there here when I want talk. Nobody be more Nigerian than Igbo people. I'm not saying it because I be Igbo man. The first time I entered Yoruba land was 1989. And I lived at 52 Ogutunga Street, Ijebuode. From there, I moved to Lagos, 1991. I stayed in Lagos till 1998. So at least I can be able to tell you that this or that, this is how Yorubas behave and this is not behave. You cannot come and be telling us that this is your ancestral land, this, that, and that one happened and that one happened. You sold your ancestral land to someone. That person gave you money, developed that place, paying you taxes. All of a sudden, you come tomorrow and say, those people now, you begin the... Why must he be every 4 years? Why must he be during election time? And Saddam was telling us here that what if na APC or Labour Party or PDP was causing all those things just to get people's sympathy to vote them. My brother, it's not like that. It's never like that. All of us here know that even the so-called Lagos state governor, they have impounded many people's cars and the boxes. Some of them, they sold them through auction. But today, after what happened last week or a weekend now, during the presidential election, they are running around now because they know no indigenous people in the whole Nigeria will stand on their own because other people are coming now. Other people are coming to your place. If you get like 50% of your people and you get outsiders in your home state, not like Eastern region that you have low turnout of, even Hausa communities in Abakaliki, as far as Abakaliki is concerned, they have large number of Hausa communities. So for you to win an election in those areas, you must be in peace with them and they talk what they want. It is their right. Now you begin the release car, all of a sudden they begin to pay pensions. Pensions where you know pay since. You can't release them now. And you want us to believe that you are not the one causing all these things. Some of us here, may we live lies and live all this kind of won't be correct and other things. How many places in Nigeria where problem don't come or there was a riot or anything and it become you find out that Igbos are the cause of it? How many problems or riot in that same Lagos will you say that is outsider that cause it? Why must it be like that? I'm not. I know be person will go talk say because it not good for me. Make everybody go hungry because food no dey my house. Make everybody make I go burn the other people's house. Person will no get today go get tomorrow, and you have to work on your own. Work on your own and be better for yourself. Not you coming to tell us this thing. Okay, they are telling you now. This person married Igbo. Igbo married this one. Is it the problem? A situation whereby someone call himself or he say he be FFK. He leave they insult Igbo because of election, and you get Igbo wife and you get children. Tomorrow you tell us that is election. My brother, election have consequences.
A triplet too, I think. 3 boys.
Yes. And you tell us tomorrow night, say because of election. Are you mad? What are you even telling me? That me and you now will be friends as a Yoruba man that I knew maybe the time I came to Lagos for. There are many Yorubas that I went school together with. And we are still in contact. Then if you read tomorrow now, you tell me, say, begin the talk one thing, after everything, you tell me, say, the election. Brother, me and you know, our friendship ceased from that time. And if you my brother also, and you support anything where they bad, and me, I see I'm saying you are not honest person. Brother, our brothership don't end. This election have exposed many people and many things. We have been seeing it, but thank God for social media. At least the thing now you are received today. The reason why I don't always come and shout on the air is just when you talk, they will say you are playing victim. And since 1998 that I left Lagos, I've been in Abuja. Since 1998. So I can be able to tell you this is and that, this thing happened like this, that one happened like that. And someone will come because of this thing. You are talking about Igbo as if Igbos are not contributing. Do you know how much Igbos generate? When they started, Ethiopia Airline was operating in Enugu. The major reason why they just say they are renovating and all this thing just to grant it, because people have started changing their route. Open airport, open seaport, open it in Calabar. Okay, don't open it in Igbo land. Open it Calabar seaport is there. Open River State own. Open Warri. Then and see if Lagos on its own people no go dey live am. And you as person where sucking mama breast well, you they talk say these people should leave your land. How is Lagos during Christmas? How is Lagos during Christmas? It's not only about Igbo, but they classify everybody as Igbo. When the thing start, if they see you as a Warri man, you are an Igbo. If you be Calabar, you are an Igbo. If you come anything from that, when no be Yoruba side, you are Igbo. So it go reach everybody. If we no join hand together and say no to all these things, how many times have they even come against Hausa people in Lagos? My 12 last year, there was crisis there. What was the problem? Because the Hausas there, they are paying their taxes. The market are collecting levy. But because they are seeing that the Hausas there are many, they want to be using our head every time. Somebody that have lived over years, centuries with you, and they have not caused any problem for you. Then because of election, you start doing all these ones. It's desperation from Ambode. If you are here and your brothers, they there in Lagos, brother, tell them, may they go out to go vote. May they vote to these evil people out of power. This thing now we end after Saturday. If the election we hold on Saturday, it will be end of it. You will see everybody now we go back. They only use their agberos to intimidate people during the elections. And those agberos, how many are they? It's just because good people just want to maintain peace. How many are they? Those people doing that thing now. In Oshodi, the agberos controlling Oshodi. If there are 100, other people are around, it's more than 10,000 people. So if you even attack themselves, will they remain? It's just because you want to laugh and fall on the ground. No mean say na laugh carry you fall for ground. And above all, I say let peace reign. May God help us. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. This guy was supposed to speak next, but her network keeps kicking her out. I don't know what is going on. Okay, facilitator, are you there? You're also having network issues. Facilitator, are you there? Okay. Vote LP, are you there? Okay, go ahead. We can hear you. Good day.
Good to you. Perfect. Yeah. I just about I just did concern somehow about the burning of properties in some of the market in Lagos, which is probably dominantly by Igbo. I don't know, but I don't know how those guys are going to do. I don't know how those people are going to do their properties now. Well, Wanya Glory, she be they talk something about most of these things are by poor people. For me, I believe this political power, tussle, most times is even the prominent persons that are not even politicians somehow are even some of the one of the backbones back into stuff like this. Look, these ethnic sentimentality or ethnic fight that APC have resorted to, the truth is that is the only card they can play. I think that is their last card, and it's obvious they don't have any other thing to do. There's nothing they can play again. So the only thing they feel like they can play, is to do this ethnic something. But to no avail, I believe that this thing is actually really working against them. Somehow, it might have incited a lot of things. People go feel, like this outbreak of fire now, it might have incited it. But somehow, I don't know, this thing, somewhere like a GRV, maybe say, a lot of persons don't even know, because of this ethnic sentimentality, calling him Chinedu, somehow the guy blew up, it flared up because I never even knew he was even rallying around like that, But this thing actually had to flame the whole thing for him, and then it's to his advantage. Yesterday, I saw Oba of Lagos. I don't know, one of his article from Rufaya talking about the origin of Lagos State, how we actually came up, So these things is just a way of even kind of affecting them somehow, and I believe that somehow the truth is, it's not like the rich men, are not really are fighting ethnic fight or inciting these things, but somehow they end up benefiting. Imagine company like Dangote. If a good governance come in now, it's going to affect his business. That refinery he opened, me, I believe that I stay in Delta State. I stay in an NPC housing complex. So like most of these their refinery, it's not like it's not working. But these are like a political, a castrated things that they just want it not to work. These are some demonic devices, played through the politics that in Nigeria that I don't understand. The Kaduna refineries. I know when they maintained it. These things now, they just leave it. At the end of the day, they want to add it to, that at the end of the day, they will sell it off. And the more it's on use or it's not on operation, the more it depreciates. At the end of the day, they will sell it at a very low price because of depreciation. These are just political movements that at the end of the day, it does not benefit anybody. It might probably benefit a few persons. It's not like they are not really working, but so for some reasons they just don't want it to make to work. You understand? And now the price of fuel are increasing every day unnecessarily, because there are some plans they want to achieve, and if I see somebody that tell me that, look, some of these rich people are not involved, is a lie. In short, they are the top hierarchy of this whole thing, because even these politicians, they still have stakes, they still have shares in those companies too, but it's not like they are directly doing it. Their own is whatever,
Put a,
what
I,
I can hear
I
you.
will post. I will post a video later. Like I don't know. I'll go and look for a video and share it. I'll make a tweet. Somebody was saying something about Dangote refinery and how this politicians just go there to buy shares and invest in that company.
You see,
All the
see,
thieves waiting for Nigeria that place their money there. 9 million talk about this oil. We are here talking about oil. By the year 2035, in the whole of Europe, they won't be producing any vehicle again that uses diesel or petrol. So in 10 years, let me say in next 12 years now, our oil will be useless. We will drink and for mouth with that. I beg, use 1 minute to take a round up. Let's go to the next speaker, I beg.
Thank you, Imperfect. Some of these things that I can remember when Good Luck, bring about this project, to produce mini refineries. At the end of the day, it was castrated by this same political ideology. These people, they just don't want anything good, you know. And this thing now, one of my uncle was about to benefit from it. He was already, waiting. But these people, they just spoil the whole thing because they have their personal agendas, you know. So I don't know. Most times these things, they are politicians, these big men, they are not directly involved in this thing. Like, okay, go and do this thing. Their own is however way you want to make it for us to continue in power. Fine, go ahead. We'll fund it, whatever it needs to take. So directly these guys are involved. That's the truth. But they are not totally like concerned about how you do it, or is it about ethnic. They are not concerned. So far, you make sure you remain in power to protect their interest. So that's the way they are fighting this whole thing. But I believe that with God's strength, their end has come to pass, and they will go. They must go. Thank you very much. Please, everybody in Lagos,
Much.
anywhere you are, please come out and vote. Let's take these people
Much.
out. Thank you very
Please, I
much.
heard that
Imperfect.
Obi is going to court today
Yes. It's going
in
to court based on
Abuja.
yes,
And
Abuja. I think the sitting is around 2.
he
So
I heard that he asked people not to come out to support him or do protests. Why?
they might have already he knew that
The premises. That's why.
I think he just don't want people to come to the premise and do some sort of I
Abuja
don't
should
know, but
stand still by now. Obi said, this man. Abuja ought to be on standstill, like make these people know say okay. Because if everybody just they calm, they go feel say he's just wanting. Make these people know say Nigerians are actually angry. After all, Atiku did protests last week or some days ago, or was it on Monday or so? Yes, I think so. Abuja ought to be on standstill now, no movement because of Obi.
imperfect. Imperfect. See, people are there already. This one when he just they do now, just based on he just got still do am.
Okay,
You
okay.
understand? He just got still do am. But
But now,
this
make
thing,
now
this
like
thing big pass
once
Obi.
I carry Labour Party flag, they drive everywhere, they blow horn.
Yes, nah. These people don't even do that
Outside,
before people don't do that
I
since
say,
7, since 8.
which kind of team with this one? Eh?
You understand? So, but today court ruling, Shana, based on say, we want to know whether court will give INEC permission to go and carry the beavers to a reconfiguration, and because they said they want to reconfigure the thing, they want to flash the whole data, and these are the same data. PDP and APC say they want to do some forensic research to know what exactly is going on. You understand? To see the data that is in it. Now INEC now they say no. Say they want to prepare for the election that is coming up on the 11th. So because of that, they need to reconfigure the beavers. But me now was not suggesting that, look, INEC promised us that they have nothing more than times 2 of the beavers. That means each of the beavers of the polling unit, of the 178 polling units at Biamon, 1,000 polling units, they have backup for each of the polling units. So I can't like say, okay, why they not use that backup? That means they have times 2. So why did they not use that backup? That's even my own concern, because they say they have backup and extra in case the one where they carry go had glitches or any kind of thing, they will bring that one.
Okay,
So I was like, why they not use them? So that is even my own point.
okay.
And even if it's going to be like that, may they postpone the election. I beg. This presidential is more important to us. I don't
All
know.
right, thank you.
So now what did they fight for? Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you
Imperfect.
so much. I have videos and tweets of Igbos threatening Yorubas with war and violence. They don't come to your land to threaten you. What if Igbos are okay? So Igbos are not the ones burning the shop down in Lagos State. No worry, I'm not going to expose ourselves down.
Now wait till I hear one guy talk. I say,
Other
wait, which kind of
What
reason
other
will be this one
time
safe?
again now? No need, no need. Facilitator, are you there? Are you now back?
Yes, I'm back. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good to have you there.
Yeah, I'm imperfect. I think we were talking about this thing yesterday evening.
Not up to 12
See,
hours.
this is just Yeah, no, yeah, I remember. See, one thing I'm going to say is that let's all buckle up. This is not even going to be the first, neither is it going to be the last. A lot is still going to happen in the next few days. So people should buckle up. One thing I've come to realize is that Igbos is the sacrifice that will always be made with regards to Nigeria. In 2019, I think we lost the election. The PDP guys were saying that Igbo people did not come out en masse to vote. That is why their candidate did not win the election. You understand? So anything that happens, you blame the Igbo man. Igbo is always the problem. And true, let me be honest with you, Igbo people too are part of the problem. You understand? They are part of the problem because if they have common sense, they wouldn't have stayed in Lagos. They would have looked for somewhere else to go. Even if it's Sambisa Forest, they will go and settle in Sambisa Forest. But Igbo people, they already, where you are not welcome, you just want to force yourself in. It doesn't make any single sense. It doesn't make any single sense. What makes Lagos what it is because we've decided to say, oh, Lagos is our home. Let's invest, let's do everything there. Well, be that as it may, now there are clear signs that you are not welcomed. Nah. See, use your sixth sense. Use your sixth sense. But one thing is that we are so Republican, so you don't tell people what to do until they see it themselves and witness it. You understand? See, these things will continue to happen. To continue to happen. It will continue to happen. It happens everywhere. In 2020, this guy was trying to appease to Buhari and his northern colleagues. What happened? They butchered Igbo people in Port Harcourt. For 2 good weeks, there was lockdown. The military were going about killing Igbo people. This was just a week after the NSAS. To date, nobody talks about it. But surprisingly, the same Igbo people were initially hailing Wike. Oh, Wike is the good guy. Because Wike was doing his G5 thing, thinking that he's going to support people. Now look at what he did in the election. I think we are so naive. We are so naive because we've been saying this thing over and over again. We've not been able to define how to protect ourselves in the same Lagos. Or is it because Ojukwu is dead now, so people can no longer use their sixth sense? There are some things you learned in the past. You cannot ask your forefathers, how were they able to survive in these places? Let's keep fooling ourselves. We are carrying Lagos politics in our head. What about the Southeast? Who is going to be the governor of Enugu State? Who is going to be the governor of Abia State? Who is going to be the governor of Ebonyi State? These are your homelands. I can assure you, any day you fix your homeland, nobody will dare talk to you anyhow. Have you seen anyone threaten America in another country? Make you collect. British, any of these countries that you see that have struggled to fix themselves. Every day they are telling you, go home, go home. The reason why they are telling you to go home, it didn't start today and it's not going to end under Tinubu. People like Tinubu will continue to emerge. Was Tinubu there in 1993? So, see, we have to be very, very careful. We don't want to, let's tell ourselves the hard truth. Let's tell ourselves the hard truth. I know this is what it was going to be. If you read Rudolph Okonkwo's article, I think it was published either 2 days ago or 3 days ago on the Punch, when he was talking about Obasanjo and how Obasanjo fanned this thing for years. Tinubu told Obasanjo in 2003 that if you attempt to overturn my election in Lagos State, I'm going to release 10,000 boys. They're going to come burn down every federal infrastructure in Lagos. That is the only reason why they did not overturn the rigging they were doing then. His own in Lagos. So he has a track record of doing something like this. And this guy has built an empire. He has built a coven of people who excel by propagating hatred. Now we are going to suffer it. Look at what they are trying to do with INEC. INEC is telling you that they want to reset their beavers. Why do you think they want to do that? Because they want to cover their tracks. They want to cover their tracks. And if, God forbid, Tinubu eventually is sworn in May 29th, and Kashim Shettima, the vice president, that is when our suffering is going to start in this country. You know, when Buhari won election in 2015, you saw what he was telling the, I think, was it the then governor of Ogun State or your state? I think governor of your state at the time on the phone. Now he's no longer maybe saying, okay, hey, I was part of the people that put this government in power. I'm directly involved in the government. So we should buckle up. We should buckle up. I'm speaking to Igbo people here. We should buckle up because all these things you are saying, hey, we're sorry, nothing is going to happen. Those people that have lost their belongings. Some of them are going to die in the process. Some of them will go begging. You don't even have mechanism in place or policies in place to say, okay, fine, let's see how much we can do to even the ones that is natural fire. How many times have you even seen government come to give interventions to Igbo people? It's now this one that that is well orchestrated. So we have to rethink our approach to governance, particularly for the Southeast. That is your home. There's a reason why God has, that is the reason. Sometimes we just want to fool ourselves. The Southeast is enough for each and every one of you to thrive. I'm not saying that people should not, I'm not saying that you should not do investments, but it's time for you to use your sixth sense. You can't be investing in somewhere that people are threatening you on a daily basis. Somebody will just wake up on the street today now drinking, but next thing now they threaten you. And it's for a reason, because nothing is going to happen. People have done it in the past and nothing happened. Even if Toby becomes the president of Nigeria today, he's not going to do anything. Those are those people's land. Worst case scenario, they want to create havoc all over the country. Look at what they did under Jonathan's administration. So let's use our sixth sense. Go there, make money. Take your money home. I know many Northerners who make businesses, do big businesses in the Southeast. You don't see them invest 1 naira. They take those money home. Some of them don't even put money in account. They don't even put money in bank accounts. They carry it like that with that lorry. They take it back to the north. They come here and sell onions, sell cow, sell carrots, sell all those things. See, you are not welcome. There's nothing you are going to do. You are not welcomed. You're not welcomed because it's not going to, like I said, it's not going to end in this one. They will continue to do it. Next thing, what they are going to do is, you can see they have the Southwest states. They are going to make it, spread it across the Southwest states. So I was listening to someone who was saying, I think it was Gift, was an No, I don't agree with that. There's a reason why I don't agree with that. If you want to do this Nigeria thing, let's do it collectively. Welcome me, I welcome you. We live peacefully. But in a case that every now and then people are threatened, you cannot continue to do it. And there's somebody who was speaking earlier when I was out, who was emphasizing on making sure we fix governance in the Southeast. I'm frowning with some people in Enugu. We are talking about the Enugu state election, governorship election. So people are coming out to say they don't want people to put them out. I'm like, what do you mean? But you are canvassing for someone who is a Yoruba person in Lagos. Let's fix our home. If we fix Aba, if we fix Okigwe, if we fix Owerri, if we fix Onitsha, if we fix Nnewi, you fix Oka, fix Enugu, fix Nsukka, fix Abakaliki, fix Afikpo, there will be enough place for us to live. Other people will even come. We can feed ourselves. We have enough land mass to feed ourselves. If you go to Ozuwani alone, Ozuwani local government area in Enugu State, you'll be shocked at the amount of land mass, fertile land, that nobody is even making an attempt to harness from. What happens to our palm? What happens to other palm? The one in there's so many of them in Imo State, the ones in Abia State. What happened to our cashew industry? What happened to cassava? Cassava is big money today. People were extracted ethanol from cassava. It is big money. Why are we not investing in that? We have a very big business in Aba, the shoe industry there. Why are we not harnessing it? What happened to our Nollywood? Why are we not giving Nnewi the first league that it needs to become the Japan of Africa? So let's think about that. We have some of the best institutions in the South. It's a lot of work and people are trying their best using their own money to do their own research. How come we are not trying to combine those researches to good innovations that can fix our economy? We are always fixated in another man's land, fixated in Lagos State, fixated in Ogun State. Tomorrow, somebody will wake up and burn it down. It's happening here in South Africa as well. Come and see the amount of investment that people have done here. But every AK market day, almost every year, they will bring up one thing, boom, the next thing, they will destroy all those things. Some people will die, they will carry their corpses and take back to Nigeria, they will bury them. Many people are going to die now in regards to these things. They will bring their corpses back to the Southeast, they will bury them. It's gone. Your property, your businesses are gone. The stupid policy they are doing now, the stupid policy design of the Naira note, blah, blah, blah. Who do you think is hurting the most? People doing businesses. But some of us were here a few weeks ago cheering it up and saying it is best in after Jollof Rice, best in after Jesus Christ. See, think home, think Ali Igbo first, think Southeast first. The Yorubas are very, very strategic. You can see the way they have been fixating on making sure they transform Lagos. Investment, now they are building another port in Lagos. Go to Ogun State and see the amount of industrialization happening there. We can do those things back home, but we're always looking for excuses and looking for who to blame and say government is holding us. If we coordinate ourselves, we'll get funding. The Southeast governors get funding from somewhere, build a port in Akwa Ibom State or Cross River State, use it to channel our goods back home. Our people will come here, do their study, live here, live peacefully. Other people will come here and see how to live in other people's land without being threatened.
Facilitator. Some time ago, we went like fix some roads in Imo State. They were like, oh, just to patch and do some kind of adjustment and stuff like that. They were like, those are federal roads, you can't tamper them, you can't do anything there, or else you get authority, or permission from them.
Said who?
He didn't give you those permission. I would that there's some things you can't do.
Let me tell you, that's the thing. There are those things that they say is an exclusive list. If you know it is going to benefit your people, to hell with government, do it. If you do it, nobody will come and destroy it.
I disagree.
James Ibori won the hearts of. Let me tell you
something. If you try it, you get arrested.
I'm coming.
Wait,
I'm coming.
now.
James
They are
Ibori
using
won
those things to campaign every 4 years. Are you aware?
People are using.
They will say they will do this, they will do that, If you try it, they will just go away. Okay, now let me tell you something now. My aunt and I want to bring like a vocational training school in Imo State and Abuja and in Enugu. Are you aware that till today, the governors were like, no, they don't want it. Are you aware of it? They're not asking them to bring 1 naira. They are going to bring investors that will come and open vocational training schools in Nigeria. These people, they refused.
Listen, let me tell you something. We have people that is, to also have people in the South are keen in development. Please get the Onisha away.
Your network is breaking, I can't hear you clearly anymore.
Can you hear me now?
Maybe just change your position or something. It's glitching or something. It's breaking.
Can you hear me?
It's a bit fair now.
Okay. Ngige built Owerri Onisha Highway.
Please use Ngige.
That way. Chris Ngige, when he was the governor of Anambra State.
He was the governor. You as an individual. I'm not talking about the governor now. You as an individual, there's some things you cannot do. I'm not talking about governors now. He's having network issues.
Imperfect. That's why you get senator and as a rep member. What
exactly.
senators they do.
Exactly, but these guys, they will not do anything.
They don't know their no. They don't know their work. They don't even know why they
no. They know.
No, the imperfect. They don't know.
They know.
They know.
They know.
Give the example now.
They know. They will come like 2 months to election. They will begin carry tractor, bulldozer, they patrol everywhere. They will do it. They use it for campaign all the time. They go fix all the roads.
You know what I say?
Waiting they will take campaign. That's the issue.
You know what I say, no? Yeah. Way back 2008. That was when they were to enter. 2015. That was 2016. When I go see our senior, we go to Abuja. this issue of students doing unpaid internship in Nigeria. Do you know this guy? Because then he was fighting for a case. They call it a manslaughter bill. They don't pass it into law now for Nigeria. Under manslaughter law. Now you move that thing. He said if you do that, you finish. This is a case of students doing unpaid internship in Nigeria. So you go move motion for that. That guy died in his first term. Till today, nobody talk about that issue. You imagine students doing internship in Nigeria. Say you must pay them. Law for Nigeria compulsory. Till I say that thing died with that man. Because we go talk to our senator, he say he go move that thing. So imagine another senator pick up that thing. When I talk about to press people in Yash, press people breast, we tell them more again. Now my senator, now he push that thing. Sexual abuse in ISO in Nigeria. They don't pass that law in Nigeria. Now we see push our senator because they don't to press our guests in Yash. Knock them where we are across Nigeria. So we tell them, he push them. It's not a law. No lecturer go try. You go jail without even fight. Now law for Nigeria now. So everyone go and talk to your. That's why I said, if you know be vote for man, you talk to. You are wasting your time. You can vote for Christmas to be governor, but that Senate and ask for rep. Man, you know the fear una go put up for Abuja, una go regret them. So people will continue.
Okay, and please let him come back first. Firstly, Tito, are you there?
Imperfect, please, can I quickly go? I'm about to enter.
Pastor Tito, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me now?
Okay, go ahead.
Yes. So ask this guy, James Ibori built you see that from Headbridge on, you see that Asaba to Agbo highway. You see how good that road has been. That road now is up to 20 years. Now James Ibori built them.
That road it start from that Asaba.
From Asaba.
I mean from that
to
Asaba junction.
I think towards the Ekiadoro, close to Ekiadoro in those states. You understand?
It got to Ipoba Hill. Then from Saple Road, from that third junction down to Warri, past Saple down to Warri. That was the best federal road so far I saw as 20-something years ago.
Ibori build them.
Ibori build them. You as an individual now, you cannot do that.
Now, let me finish now. I never said individual should go and do something. What I'm saying is that if you have politicians, you have people in government who are keen on providing development to their people, forget all these excuses. What you are talking about, say all these years, people are saying VAT. Not be we carry federal government go court for VAT. Not be we carry. See, we are the ones holding ourselves. Whether there is something that is in the exclusive list or not, if you know that you need it, you want it, all you have to do is to use your people to lobby for it. You use your people to lobby for it. If you want to fix the roads in the Southeast, we'll fix it. But we have people who are always looking for excuses. They don't want to do anything. Look at the insecurity happening in the Southeast. How many times have you seen the stupid governors, the politicians come out and speak or condemn it? They won't. Now that this thing has happened in Lagos, you are not going to see any Igbo politician that is going to speak up and say, why are you doing this thing to my people in Lagos? This is not the first time, neither is it going to be the last. Look at Anambra State. How many days now? Almost every 6 months, you're going to get fire incidents happening in the markets. This market is also what is how these people are getting their money. But they've never made any effort to provide safety fire gears in those markets or even think of rehabilitating those markets. So we are the one holding ourselves. Nobody is actually holding us in this country. Let's be honest with ourselves. We know how to fight. We know how to go to the street to go and hustle. But when it comes to government, we're not willing to do that hustle. We chicken out. We look for one excuse, chicken out and run away. And tomorrow we'll start looking for who to blame. How many people down? Okay, since this thing happened, how many Igbo union in Lagos now have come out to say enough of this that is happening over the last 1 week? Come out boldly. They will chicken out again. That is what is giving these people the impetus to continue all this rubbish. If they threaten you in their land, you come out and you threaten them back. All these things will stop.
Are you talking about your uncles that were
people when they vote against me, like talk?
On your mandate, we shall stand. Those Igbo chiefs, what do you think your mandate we shall stand?
So see, the reason why I'm saying this now is that it pisses me off because yes, I know Nigeria is not necessarily fair to Igbo, but I feel like sometimes we are not doing enough on our own part. Look at what El-Rufai is doing in Kaduna State. I may not like him, but look at all the things he's doing. That guy is a genocidist. You understand? But look at the way he's keen on providing development into the part of Kaduna that he's interested in providing development to. All these people that have governed now for 8 years, what can we pinpoint and boast and say, oh, this is what these people have done for us to improve development in the Southeast? You understand? To scale the economy of the Southeast, or even attract investment in the Southeast. Everything you are seeing is just personal driven. It was a few weeks ago that we had the first television station broadcasting on DSTV from the Southeast. That is a personal, I know how long we drive, say, encourage this guy, do it. So that's the thing. See, let's channel our energy the right way. If we channel our energy the right way, no single human being in Nigeria will have the courage to come out and threaten Igbo people anywhere they are. Because if you do it, you see the consequence. Do you know what it means? Igbos are the most traveled. Igbos are the most traveled. There is no meaningful US agency today. I'm talking about government agency that you cannot find an Igbo man. I know a number of them. Then you go to Europe, you go to many other places. What is the world? What is it that we don't have a very strong World Igbo Congress that is economic driven?
Please round up. Please, a minute more, please.
You understand? Let's hear from other people. So please, we need to start fighting the right fight now, and that fight has to do with thinking home, fixing our home. Look at charlatans taking over the space. You see, look at Umar making noise. Look at Hope Uzodinma, a criminal. Look at Ugwai, a very stupid man that on the normal he cannot even be a local government chairman. Talk more, he can't sell himself. But we allow them to govern our spaces, and then all of this rubbish will be happening. Yes, some people will have the God to be cheering them up. Look at the one contesting for Labour Party in Enugu State. Till now, you don't have a manifesto, but you've been in government for 24 good years. If you ask him for manifesto, the people will come and say, you are witch hunting. Why are you this, that? You are blah, blah, blah. But you are keen on knowing what Sanwo-Olu, who already has a manifesto, who has even done very well. No governor in the Southeast has even done anything that Sanwo-Olu has done. See, imperfect. Okay. I think, I've always told you this thing before. We need to start, after this election, we need to enlighten our people. Like, whole spaces, you see all these guys that will come out and talk, will be laughing all those gist. We need to change it into political enlightenment. Exactly. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Nima, for the last time, can you please go ahead and please, after today, go and get a good network? Because after this, please, I will block you. If your network, I will block you.
I can't believe you're talking to me like this on internet.
Oh my God, you have accent. I'm sorry.
That's so not
cool. I take back my words. I take back my words. Happy International Women's Day, first of all.
Thank you so much. No, seriously, I'm not sure. I'm not from the Southeast, so I cannot pretend to speak on their behalf, but I don't totally agree what facilitator says. For example, Lebanese people invest all over the world, despite whatever challenges they're facing back home. Nobody is against that. You can do both things. As far as I know, Lagos is part of Nigeria, and you can, as an Igbo person, you can invest all over Nigeria, including Lagos, and that should not. And it, of course, it's not. The two things are not mutually exclusive. You can invest in any part of Nigeria that you want, and you also demand for better leadership in your country, in your own particular region. I don't think that it needs to be so black and white. You do this or you do that. Sure, more investments and more initiative in the Southeast would be welcome. And you will benefit from that, but you should not fault the people who decide as Nigerians, as Igbos, to invest anywhere else. In this, I don't agree with you. With somebody also, as somebody who also lives abroad in the diaspora, when I hear some people, especially when they're also based abroad there, I'm so disgusted. Like, for example, especially those who live in the US and the UK, where you have so many British people of Nigerian origin that are MPs, Nigerian people that are in the US government. These people have been selected or voted in for based on their competence, and it doesn't take away anything. For example, Ilhan Omar is a refugee born in Somalia, elected to represent a specific district of Minnesota at the U.S. House. She's in a Congress now. It doesn't take anything away from the Minnesotans that have been there for hundreds of years. It's just that she presented herself. The people believe herself. The people believed in her, and they voted for her. Do you know how proud I am whenever I see a Nigerian get into an office or doing extremely well abroad? Little did I know that the same type of people now would be talking about chasing away some other Nigerians. And in the case of GRV, it's even more despicable when you know that he is actually from Lagos. And what are you telling me? My husband, his dad is from Kano and his mother is from Kwara State, Ilorin, right? So I dare anybody to tell my husband that he's not, that he, for example, if he were to run for office in Kano, there, he doesn't belong there. I dare anybody to tell him that to his face. And what we're seeing now, right? And I said it on another space, is not even a Nigerian issue. This is an APC issue because they're a party of despicable people, thugs. How come we're not seeing Igbo markets, for example, burning up there in Kano, right? What is happening now? It's only happening in Lagos because they lost last week and they don't want to lose their cash, their cash cow, basically. They're desperate. They want to intimidate people through violence, make sure they don't come out and vote next Saturday so that Sonwo-Olu can be reelected. That's the only play there. They whipped up all those ethnic sentiments because they're scared of the loss that they suffered last week. Despite the rigging, despite reducing the margin and everything else, they could still not beat it. And this is what they're afraid of. The reason the violence that we're seeing is because they cannot convince people to vote for their candidate. And look at how Sanwo-Olu has been acting. All of a sudden, he's releasing vehicles. All of a sudden, he's paying pensions, and that's another aspect of our democracy. A great opposition forces leadership to do better, and this is what we're seeing now. But I wouldn't be surprised. Let's say that they managed to rig their way in and somehow they've intimidated enough people and the people don't come out to vote and win. I'm sure that he will abandon all of his good initiatives once again, because to them it's not about good governance. For them, it's about only gaining power or staying in power. So I'm going to round up my submission now. I'm begging every single one of you. Somebody already said it on the space today. If you vote these people out, then they will not be able to replicate what they're doing now. Once you vote these people out, there will the state itself, because this is state sponsored terrorism, the state itself will not be able to hire thugs to go and burn out markets. Stand your ground. They're not better than you and they're not more than you. Stand your ground. And this is so ridiculous. I mean, look at how many Yoruba celebrities have come out and proudly stated their support for LP and Peter Obi. It's not only Igbos that voted for the Labour Party the last election. So what are they even talking about? But this is despicable. And once you give up, once you stay home and refuse to vote, that's when they win. So please do not fall for their cheap tricks. They're despicable. We know it. Vote them out. And that's my submission. Thank you.
Thank you so much. On our comments, when you talk despicable, this one, that one, they speak English. Then Blackberry, we don't know what despicable is. Despicable plate call. Thank you so much. Isoko Queen, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I don't skip
Yeah.
men. Give you today International Women's Day, so women come first as usual.
I will
After you
not
come
be
to Solan, please.
I
Thank
will
you so
not be
much.
long because I'm on the way on the road.
Okay,
So I was listening to facilities speaking, and the rhetoric was just
facilitator. It's not facility.
facilitator.
Hey,
Sorry,
wahala.
facilitator. Sorry, he's also my friend. Sorry, facilitator. The thing there is this: is you're giving the when we face racism back here, the vibe where some of them will be like, oh, you know what, we'll go back. Let's go back to Africa and go build Africa. That is like a lazy man For me, that's a whining child um, uh, reporter, like trying to say, oh, let's go back to Africa and build Africa. If Africa is good, you won't be treating us like this. But we know we can actually not do that. So you saying that Igbo people should leave Lagos and go and build up their states and all that, you're missing the point.